Hi, I'm Mark Fiali, and welcome to LAB415 Spotlight on marketing in a cookieless world. We use these spotlights to bring clarity to hot topics by inviting industry experts, startup founders, and marketing leaders to talk about their journey and all things growth.
Third-party data is a bit more broad and aggregate in the sense of it's not necessarily information that was given directly from a customer to a party, but kind of information that was gleaned. It could be I go to CNN.com and CNN might not know anything about me personally, but at least from a third-party perspective, they could drop a cookie historically. And then all of a sudden they can know, hey, this is a person who went to CNN.com. So it's sort of information that is gleaned by a company about their either customers or visitors in a way that isn't necessarily explicit in the sense of the person's giving it to them, but more kind of observed, and they're able to action on that observed data. Third-party data is obviously the one that's, I think, under the most pressure these days, both in terms of how it can be captured and how it can be utilized. And that's really why first-party data and second-party data is becoming so critical for companies. These changes have been a positive. It's forced a lot of brands to have to recognize that what they've been doing in the past may not be working anymore, to rethink some of those like potentially outdated assumptions. And frankly, a lot of our customers no longer have to invest internally in building measurement because they can rely on Rockerbox or some of our partners as well. So I think it's been a net positive, but it's definitely uncomfortable for the brands that are trying to navigate in real time. I mean, I think the full funnel is like the most important thing to think about. I actually think in the past 18 months, a lot of brands, when they kind of pulled back their budgets because of the economic headwinds, overly focus on bottom of funnel. I get why you do that because it theoretically drives revenue right away, but you're doing that in a way that hurts your long-term profit, long-term growth because you're not building that top of funnel. So like, I think you need to be looking at both getting in front of net new customers, getting those net new prospects, getting those net new prospects back to your website. All the way down to what converts these folks. So a big thing at Rockerbox is helping to measure across the full funnel. That could be linear TV to direct mail to podcast to influencers.
Psychographic targeting, I know Marty Weintraub, our founder, talks a lot about that. A lot of that used to be focused on third-party data, and now those same tactics, you can retrofit those for 2024. Not all of them, a lot of them though. So that's one thing we've been working. And one exercise I've done with my clients is literally it'll be a working session. We go into a meeting and just say, where do you have, let's identify the current targeting data that you do have in your different ad channels. Let's go through Facebook, Meta, programmatic, wherever you are, and differentiate between what is the channel's first-party data, the stuff that's not going away because it's baked into that channel, what's your first-party data, and then what is going away, what will not exist, post 2024. And once you identify those gaps with your clients, then you can start identifying solutions. Is we're building an AI forward solution for storing our audience's first party search, paid search, and SEO data in like a data warehouse, and then being able to pull historical trends that are going to be going away soon. I think depending on whether you're looking at Search Console or Google Ads, some of that data is just going to disappear. So being able to have that look back window will be really helpful for us.
I think Ron had said what's old is new again, and we are seeing brands spending more and more money on direct mail. It's measurable, it's personal, it's outside the clutter. And so while we can execute on direct mail, we can also execute through all the other channels online. So display, SEO, whatever the channels might be, we can do it all under one roof so that you can get an optimized program. It depends on who you're using for direct mail retargeting, right? So you need to make sure, number one, you want a privacy compliant retargeting direct mail partner. So that's critical, number one. You also want to make sure that you're getting enough reach. So how are they doing the match? Is it on emails? That's going to be a very low match, 20, 25% maybe. Is it on IP address? That might get you up to a 30, 35%. But probably the best of the best, the way that we do it, is a first party cookie. And so you want to look at that first party match to get that 65, 70%. And if you're doing it correctly, you're not going to see an impact to the third party cookies going away. Different from digital display, direct mail is leveraging that first party cookie and then hooking into an identity graph. What I love about this is that, to your point earlier, Mark, people are going back to the olden days of marketing. Like it's making us a bit smarter, and it's really, really thoughtfully looking at first party data. What have I captured? How do I nurture it? How do I make sure that I'm leveraging it in the best way possible? And then overlaying it with that third party data to find more of insights to make that record a little bit smarter. And then doing CRM trigger campaigns like I do with email as an example.